Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. And when we last left off, we had a special transport, actually just on the other side of these houses under construction, and today we are leaving Grand Coulee and heading to Yakima, which I've actually been to in real life, the Yakima Training Center. It's going to take us back down Highway 2 to Wenatchee, past Wenatchee, down the 82, and on the western side of Yakima. So we'll be able to see some new stuff along here, probably 4 hours and 40 minutes, 217 miles, and we're still feeling pretty fresh from that special transport delivery. And one thing that I did was I turned on the vocal GPS. I chose Sky United States version. So once we get on the open road, you'll be able to hear Sky, just a little something to keep me company while I ramble on to seemingly nobody. And, you know, it's always good to talk to yourself when someone is listening, sort of thing. But we'll be making a left turn out of this construction area. It's a decent sized trailer. It's certainly not the small one that they wanted me to take, so I went into the trailer editor there and said, nah, give me something a little bit bigger than that, boys. It actually raised the
turn left.
Hey, Sky. Nice to meet you. It actually raised up
Turn right.
the delivery fee another 1,000. So very, very cool. All right, no one coming. Let us go. California roll this thing a bit. And then under the bridge out of here. Bus. I tell you what, he didn't think we were coming, but I wasn't going to let him have it. So 25 miles an hour over the bridge, as you can see. And yeah, the camera can't clip outside the bridge a bit.
Turn
as soon
left.
as we, get out, there we go. And we are trucking pretty well, I would say. That's a pretty decent turn for an external camera. 35 mile an hour limit. There we go. Now we're not speeding anymore. And we will get back up to speed. So thank you again for joining American Truck Simulator. Really liking the Washington DLC for sure. Looking forward to Utah as the next announcement. And if you caught the last episode, you may have heard about the Jeff Favignano Shoutout competition for 1 million subscribers. And unfortunately, I was not chosen. So congratulations to the 5 that were. It looked like he picked a wide variety of subscriber levels, so, he's doing it right for sure. He chose someone with, I think, 80,000 subscribers who, some could argue don't need the help. They have the audience built, they have the community, and why do they need a shout out? But, they're fans and good content all the same. And then, there was even one with, I think, 25 or 75 subscribers, someone like that got the shout-out win. So, it's good to see a nice, wide variety of channels. So, congratulations to those guys. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of channel explosion
and then
that
continue straight on.
Yes, will do. Thank you, Sky. Oh, crap, red light. Or yellow light. But usually, it's cool to look at Social Blade, or if you have TubeBuddy installed, you can see on their channel page their subscriber gain in the last 30 days. And it's always interesting after someone, let's turn on our lights here, after someone wins a shout out competition, what exactly that does for their channel. Because, channels have been made and broken by shout out competitions. I say made because now all of a sudden they have hundreds of thousands of more possible eyes that may be right on their channel that they, never had before. And then what that does is, if you aren't the content, or if you don't have the type of content that the creator who gave you the shout out has, their audience is expecting you to be very similar to them. And if you're not, I think the shout out competition may actually be detrimental to your channel because you have this large influx. Oh, can we go around? I want to go around. Drop the gear. Let's get up to 60. Let's do it. Hammer down, son. Let's put this Volvo to work. Yeah, boy. Nice. We lucked out on that one. Sweet. But as I was saying, you know, it could be detrimental to a channel because you get this large influx, like hundreds of thousands of eyes are coming to your channel that had never been there before with a certain expectation that you are producing a certain type of content. And then when you do not, if you just do you and, you know, you continue on as a content creator as you are, then people start saying, hey, I was under the impression that you were chosen because you did it this way, or, you know, I was expecting this, and then they unsubscribe. And I don't know algorithm-wise if YouTube notices that and chooses not to push you. Like, if you skyrocket, say, 100,000 subscribers over a few weeks, and then all of a sudden you lose 3/4 of those 100,000 subscribers, does YouTube say, well, you are a crap creator and not push out your stuff anymore, so you're actually not even being seen by the number of people that you were seen before? It's an interesting question that only the eggheads at YouTube would know. But it's like a similar situation for me. If you didn't know, a Minecraft YouTuber, name of BOO. If you're a fan of Minecraft or have been a fan of Minecraft, that name will immediately, you know, spring out to you as, you know, Minecraft and all that stuff. He had not a shout-out competition, but he had not a contest, but he said, hey, if you have a channel and you send me a link, I will choose 5 to personally work with and tutor on an individual basis. So I threw my channel into the mix, and he did end up choosing me, which, you know, was really, really cool. But instead of just saying, hey, go check out Saka, he's a cool guy, and then never speaking to me again, or just sort of leaving it at that, he's been working with me, you know, once a month for the past 3 or 4 months, like looking at my channel, going with me through my analytics, like breaking down to a fine science on what I can do to improve as a creator. So essentially growing my audience naturally through the tips that he has learned. And, you know, a shout out is definitely nice and it gets eyes on your channel, but if you aren't a solid creator after that, you know, it may be detrimental. So, you know, I'm more power to those guys that have won for sure. I hope you keep it up. And I hope, as Jeff says, are motivated to continue to make. I agree with Jeff in the fact that, you know, you might struggle for a long time on YouTube if you want to do this as a career and you sit down and you don't get the success that you feel that you have earned. It's very demoralizing and disheartening. And it's like, what do I have to do to break through? You know, what is going to be the thing that sets me apart or gets me noticed? And a shout-out competition is very, very, you know, top-notch as far as exposure goes. So that may indeed be the catalyst that gets some of these channels really, really popular and establishing a community. I would love to have a shout out, but, you know, not expecting one. You know, it's one of those things that they do out of the kindness of their own heart to give back to the community that has put them in a successful place. So demanding shout outs is really far and away, you know, bad mojo. And I'm not that type of person to go in there and say, hey, give me a shout out. This is my channel. You'll like it. And sort of come across as an expected shout out, like, oh, if you don't give me a shout out, I'm unsubbing. You're a worthless person who don't want to help out anybody. You are not entitled to anything in this world. So, you know, just expecting things to go your way, I don't know if it's the culture.
Get ready to turn right.
Thank you, Sky. That we live in, where like people expect a lot. Like they're grown up, expecting everything will go their way.
Turn right.
And that they are entitled. And how dare you, question me because I am right. And I don't know. I didn't grow up that way. And certainly after the Army, I learned as I was becoming a more well-rounded adult that you are not entitled to really much of anything. If you're not even entitled to a bed, you're just entitled to 8 hours sleep, and they don't have to be consecutive. Like, that's the kind of mindset that I established my personality, I guess you could say. I mean, high school, yeah, but really the Army is where I learned to be who I am, and it's a rude awakening when you have to sleep on the ground, and you are not entitled to a bed because you and your buddies don't have a bed either. It's not that you're being singled out, it's the fact that you just don't have a bed because mission comes first, and maybe you just didn't feel like setting up a cot, or maybe the ground is actually more comfortable than the cot because you've dug yourself out a nice little hole to nuzzle into. I mean, that's the kind of mentality that I approach YouTube with, is I am not entitled to views. I'm not entitled for anyone. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm not entitled to be seen. Nice. Doing the bypass. That's handy. It's just I'm going to put in the work because I feel I can do this. I feel that I'm decent at it. And, I grew from 17, 19 subscribers, something like that, up to the 811 that I have now without coaching, without shoutouts, without, really without promoting, without, just growing naturally. And I'm pretty happy with that.
Get ready to turn
just
left.
Being sheer consistent has helped me grow. And I am thankful for everything that I have now, for sure. And that's why I continue to make videos, because there is a group out there that likes to see my stuff, so I will make it. Plus, I mean, like I said, I'd be doing this anyway. Even without YouTube, I'd be out here trucking in Washington, or I'd be, racing with my best friend in a championship format. I would be playing Kingdom Come. I would be doing all of this stuff anyway. But the fact that I get to share it with you makes it that much better. Like leaving a comment, and especially on like my tutorial series where people have commented, like on Kerbal, I couldn't get into orbit until I saw your video, or I couldn't land on any other celestial body until I saw your video, and now it makes sense. You explain it, and that's cool. Like, I still get very happy when I see those type of comments, to know that I have helped somebody game and to be better at a game. Because games are fun when you're good at them. They can be fun if you don't know what you're doing and you embrace that, but if you're actively trying to play a game and nothing is going your way, it gets frustrating. It feels like, why do I even bother when this stuff doesn't go my way? I'm just going to play something else. But if someone is able to, learn and play and become better at a game they enjoy playing, then I think they get more enjoyment out of it. It starts to make sense to them, and they enjoy things a whole lot better. I know for me, Paradox games were that way. When I first started watching, I think I was watching Arumba play Europa Universalis, I was completely dumbfounded at how to play, and starting to play, I got frustrated. Like, I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make sense. So then I looked up tutorials. I started following the tutorials, and then all of a sudden it sort of clicked. And all of a sudden it started feeling like really awesome to play. and I started to enjoy to play, and I started looking forward to coming back to play. And that's when you know you've got the bug and you've got a good game on your hands, is when you actively think about it when you're not playing it.
And then keep right.
And you put in the work and you play and you lose track of time, and it's just amazing. All right, Yakima, right turn. And of course, we're stuck behind people who aren't turning right.
And then turn right.
Thank you, Sky.
Turn right.
And I imagine people have modded some GPS voice. I mean, if it's in the game and it's in the developer tools, I'd like to think that GPS voices have changed or could be changed. Oh, nice, lights came on. That's the night when the lights came on in Georgia. So yeah, hauling this trailer through, finally getting a green light, crying out loud. I tell you, Georgia seems so long away in American Truck. We're just now getting to Utah. But yeah, I can't wait till American Truck makes their way to the Midwest, where I'm from. Because seeing sites like St. Louis and places like that I've actually been would be really, really cool. And more down home. And what would be cool is if when we do get the Midwest, and if I have any pictures from my travels from around here, I could put them up in sort of a side-by-side with American Truck to sort of show you the real world example as we drive. Might be pretty fun. All right, let's get up to pit road speed. The power of the diesel. All right, let's get up to 60. Night is starting to fall. It's 9 p.m., but we have about an hour to go on our delivery. Let's get her up to 60 and past this Kenworth, hauling Kenworth stuff. Drive safely, yes indeed. Obey speed limit, will do. All right, so east to Yakima in 1 mile. We're gonna have to do that. See if we can get this truck to, there we go. Truck played nice there. Thank you, truck.
Keep right.
All right, so east 82, 97 to Yakima. I don't think we need our signal anymore. Yeah, let's just get her up to 60. Looks like a smooth transition here. Now, I don't remember the road to Yakima. I just remember being in Yakima, and yeah, this is feeling pretty Yakima. All the hills, the brown. It's basically like the Yakima Training Center is a massive dirt pile with rocks and places like that. So when you shoot artillery and you lower the boom, there's like nothing around that can get affected. Like, this is essentially Yakima, and there is some shrubbery. When I went to do the firefighting detail, we had to look out for brush fires from, the laser guided tow missiles, the javelins and whatnot. So we had to put out some fires, literally and figuratively. But yeah, most of the hills, the brownness. I haven't seen any signs for the Yakima Training Center, but I don't know if they would put it in. I know in Arizona.
And then keep left.
Keep right and keep right. I like that we have sort of an keep right and keep left. Gotcha. That we have sort of the heads up. That's
left.
handy in these switchbacks for sure. But yeah, I know in Arizona they put in Fort Huachuca, or a sign for Fort Huachuca. So there's Yakima, 7 of 16, not halfway through the state yet. 35-mile-an-hour speed limit here. Let's get her woed up. And I don't know if our delivery is going to be on the left or the right, but rolling into the city of Yakima, which I have actually never been to the city of Yakima. We just passed that crap. That recruitment point. Oh, you scumbag! Okay. Let's get off of him so he can sort his life out. Are you stuck? I imagine you kinda are. Alright, so let's just pretend that that didn't happen. Excuse me, sir. There I was, Jibberjawing. Just plowed right into a guy. No worries, we're a millionaire. We can sort of just wave it off. But as I was saying, I've never actually been into the city of Yakima. Only the training center on the outskirts, and I don't know where the city is in relation to the training center. East Yakima Avenue. Is there a Yakima Avenue in Yakima? It seems kind of redundant. Maybe they didn't want to put in actual city streets, so they put in avenues named after the city. Not sure. The real deal. Convenience store, got a fast food place.
Go
some burgers.
straight on.
Nice, cool burger place.
Keep right, and then turn right.
All right, into the rail yard.
Turn right.
And hopefully this is a pretty easy drop off here. We'll have to see. So that's not it.
Here we are, safe and sound.
Yeah, I wouldn't say safe and sound. Where do you want this trailer? Oh, there you go. Dang, that is going to be tough. Okay, let's do near side reverse. We'll whip her around while we have the... Oh, crap, that's a crane. Inconvenient crane is inconvenient. Let's see if we can get it pivoted like so we can actually make the turnaround. Yeah, I think we got enough room there. There we go. All right, so we want to sort of come out at a 45-degree angle from this place and have a nice, easy reverse. So we'll just go this way. Let her straighten out as much as we can. Okay, ready. Let's crank it and see what we got here. And with this not being our Kenworth, we don't have to worry about those large stacks blocking our view. Pretty close. Let's round it out here. Yeah! Tell you what, I'll take that all day, every day. Take a look at that. And you've seen it here first. You've seen it live, no cuts. I did it first try. All right, let's unload her up. See what kind of recompense we can get. 218 miles, 5 hours, 6 minutes, 34.9 gallons of fuel, 7,800 with 512 XP. Maybe 2 more jobs, and we can reach the next level. And really the only thing that we're buying with our levels now is 2 more notches of fuel economy is all that's left. So, leaving Yakima, I'm going to sleep, so the job market is going to change. But we can see what kind of jobs come out of Yakima. So we've got back to Tacoma and Olympia on a road that we haven't been, and then just Medford. So Yakima might not be the best place to go see another city, unless we can get to like Tacoma and get something out of there and drive this road that we haven't actually driven down. But, I mean, that's something to consider for the next episode, and, you know, maybe asleep, and we'll be all set. So parking brake on, external view, and there we are in the rail yard. I'll find a place to sleep here in Yakima and be right back with you first thing tomorrow morning, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next American Truck Sim video. Take care.